And while we waiting client installment, let's proceed to our domain controller and how to configure this one. So let's just multitask here. Let's choose Windows 10 Home, and then here we will just add new forest, and let's just name it, let's just do multitask. Let's configure our client first. Let's just reformat this one and also this one, and then let's proceed next. And here we will just name our root domain name, let's say it.edu. That's our domain name. And then next, here we should add our password. Then next, here let's just next. Then we use this as our domain name netbios, since we configure our work group into IT, so that's our default one. Next, let's just wait. Then it's going to install it. Let's just wait to finish installing, and after that we need, it requires us to restart, so we need to restart it. So it automatically restarts, so let's try to open it again. So let's configure our DHCP. It's next, and commit, and all done. Now let's try to add user. So we have two users in our IT.edu. So let's open these users, and here in users we will add new user, and for our two users we have admin and client, so let's name our client candidate and make us strong password, and check the password never expires. And then let's next. next, and finish. And we can also add our admin user. So since we already have a default admin, so let's just copy it, and let's say our admin is called trainer, and then it's still the same, password never expires, and then should add a strong password, and then finish. And as you can see, we have trainer and candidate that we added. So let's say the property, let's say uh, what it can do. So there's no permissions, so only you can access the IP that the users. While for our trainer or admin, we have so many permissions, so as you can see, and we can also able to open it. So let's try to sign out and log in that user. Let's try to add other user, and let's say our trainer, and sign into IT. So as you can see, we already log in as trainer admin. And now let's proceed to configuring our DNS, since our Windows 10 are not already done installing. So let's go to tools and then DNS, and here we go to reverse, and here in reverse we can add new zone. Click next, 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 IPv4, and then let's add our IP address here. Let's say it's 192. You can just check into our CMD. It's 1. So let's next, next, yeah, next, next, and as you can see, we have configured this one here. So let's add new pointer, then we add our whose IP address, which is we set it into 10, and then here we should browse and then click server, forward, and this IT, and let's choose this server static one. So let's okay, and as you can see, we added the pointer. And after that, since we already configured our DNS, then let's proceed to our DHCP, and here as you can see, it's all green, but if instance that it is red, so you should click this one and then actions, and you should authorize it, since ours is green, so we should not need to unauthorize it. So it should unauthorize it. This could be happen. as you can see, it's color gray, and you should need to authorize it again and then refresh. So that's one. Then for now, let's add a new scope, and then let's name it scope. And here we should need to configure our start IP address, and it should start on 11 since our server is started on 10, and it will end to 100. And let's next, 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 and here we should add our default gateways 192.168.1 and the 10. Oh my bad. So we should make this our default gateway, our router 1, so it's starting on 1. And here if this one doesn't exist, for instance we don't see this one, so here in server name we just add our server name, and it will resolve automatically. As you can see, here is our server host IP, so you should add it, and it's validating. And after that, let's next, and here let's just resolve it by typing our server name, and it automatically resolve. And then let's next, next, and then finish. And as you can see here, we have new scope. Here we should see our start IP address configurations up to 100, and here we should see if who's connecting. So if we tried to connect our client, so it will appear here later.